Good afternoon, everyone. This is Juan Catamayo, JCT4Education for you. And today it's time to say and to take a pause for the JCT4Education Lives with Juan Catamayo and a wonderful guest. Hey, Rafa, ¿cómo estás? Un saludo para ti y toda tu familia. So I was saying that after 70 plus lives, it is time to take a pause, time to reflect. Here we have the university guide. Both of you guys attended our lives. Thank you so much, David in the UK, Rafa, Ojoki, Spain, Miami, Ana G, and Maria Cristina, Anna. How are you, everyone? So we learned a lot of stuff during these lives, and today it's time to say thank you. Thank you to all of you. But as a person that is always running ideas and innovation and thinking about ways to communicate, I will tell you a little story, how conversation started. I remember on Friday, March 13th, that was the last time that as an office we were together. And then the weekend passed by, and on March 17th at 1:44 p.m., I was walking. I did my usual hour walk. And I'm like, how do I connect now that we have to exercise social distancing? How do I connect with my friends, my colleagues, my students? And all of a sudden, this little number here, for you, came to mind. For you. JCT4Education, for you. And I started drawing like, okay, so what does for you mean? So I always wanted to have a YouTube channel, but I didn't know how to start a YouTube channel. So the first thing that came to mind, for you, JCT4Education. So then I say, what are we going to talk about it? So funny story, I call our executive producer, Anna G, and I say, Anna G, I got it. We will be running 4 minutes and 44 seconds segments every day with different guests. And she told me, Juanca, that's not enough time for everything that you want to pack in terms of content. And you know, on live television, you see all those shows and news, and in 4 minutes and 44 seconds, they packed a lot of information. But then I say, well, Instagram Live provides a space, an hour space. So we went deeper and deeper on our guests. So I came home, and these are the renderings from the first for you that came from here to production. And then I said, okay, let's invite some speakers. I wrote the speakers down here. And then what are we going to be talking about? So the students, they are talking about their own personal experience with COVID-19 and social distancing. Educational consultants like David in the UK is sending us updates on how he is transforming his practice into what it is. And David, if you're watching, we will invite you over, not now, but in the near future, because I want to see how your practice is doing. We invited parents, we invited students, we invited colleagues from universities, we invited entrepreneurs, we invited scientists. Aquí entró mi madre, entonces hay que hablar un poquito en español. Mami, desde México te mando un saludo muy especial. Te quiero mucho. But the meaning and the real meaning, and thank you for the UK flag down there. Mamá, saca la banderita de Colombia y México acá en el vivo, por favor. And, oh, my mom wants to be on my video. Okay, let's invite her over. Everybody can join in right here. So while we wait for her, I will say it's been an honor. She wants to join here. So, hola, mami.
Hola, Juanquita, felicidades. Hoy es tu último día.
Hoy es mi último día de la primera temporada de conversaciones.
Ah, bueno.
Ahí te mando un saludo muy grande. ¿Y cómo te pareció? Bueno, aquí.
Espectacular.
Bueno, gracias por entrar. Te mando un beso. Te quiero mucho.
Bye.
Bye. So that was totally impromptu. And today, everything goes. That was my mom. She's in Mexico, and she requests to be on this live. So why not? Omaira, nice seeing you here on our live. So we designed these lives for for you, the students, the parents, the community. I just wrote it down. We want to support the domestic, national, and international community. The students, we want to bring you the best of the best. You are resilient. We had a lot of students that just graduated from high school. Some of our own students graduated from college, and some of them from graduate school. So to the resilient generation, bravo. We still have more to go. We have a lot of things to learn yet on everything. Universities are reinventing. Universities are coming out with new plans. While many students and families will have some sort of vacation at home, the universities won't be on vacation. I guarantee you that. They are arranging how they will be welcoming all of you, whether this fall or this spring, but they're making arrangements with the community about housing, meals, restaurants, and so forth. So I will tell you, a lot of people are working around the clock to make sure that the students that are going to college and high schools, they have a place ready for this fall or this spring. You have learned that there is going to be online education at its best. You will see that you will have universities that are going to be offering the hybrid model, whether you're going to study from home and then you go in the fall. A lot of universities will say, hey, you have to go back home before Thanksgiving. So a lot of those models have changed. Our audience, students, this is for you, this live, and for your parents and for our colleagues. Universities join these lives almost every day. We had a winner right here, Ed Bustos from Rollins College. He pretty much saw every single live. So Ed, to you, we have a gift that we will put it on the mail. Thank you for your loyalty. And then we have a lot of parents that join in, and I want to thank you. A lot of questions were answered. You integrated in a beautiful dialogue. All of those videos have been saved on YouTube, on our YouTube channel for you at JCT4Education. So if you haven't signed up, this is the time to sign up. I say this is the end of this season because it's time to pause. It is time to reflect on everything that we learned. Right here, I work in televisions while I was in college, and after I worked for Fox News. This is my teleprompter right here. So all my notes from all the 70 plus lives are right here. And it was fascinating. It was really, really good. What did we learn here? Positive leadership. When you are a leader, or you will be becoming a leader, you have to impact the life of others. So when you run your organization, when you run your own home, when you are in a school, you have to be a positive leader. You have to be a leader that is able to say thank you. And actually, you have to be in gratitude to that leadership. Also, forgiveness. So, gratitud y perdón. With that, as a leader, you're bringing abundance. But abundance doesn't mean financial means. Yes, the financial means are going to come eventually when you're a positive leader and you think really well. But you gotta be thinking ahead. And the last but not least, out of the 4 pillars, faith. You have to have faith in everything that you're thinking. The university guy says, if you could recommend 3 lives to go back and watch, which would they be? Good question, David. So the first one that was very impactful to me is Dean Quelch from University of Miami. The 7 C's. That was an extraordinary YouTube presentation. Actually, you can type Dean Quelch, University of Miami, the 7 C's. That one was incredible. I use it. I utilize their information, and this is what I'm doing right now. David, you put me on the spot. You did a fantastic job. But be kind and direct like you are. The second one, I will say, it was Socorro Jaramillo when she talked about branding and identity. Not to push your brand to sell. She said, if you're selling your brand too heavy, loyalty is gone. You have to be empathetic. You have to have a big heart. And thanks to Socorro Jaramillo, my colleague Ana Gaviria, Ana G, she created a beautiful campaign with a little heart, with a hug. And that's what we did with JCT4Education. We got away from sales, we got away from recruiting students, but we got engaged into inviting, telling families that we are here all together under these difficult circumstances. Last but not least, I will say the one that my mom did, where she interviewed me on my birthday. That was a big surprise. And she got the most out of me during that live. So I think the 70 plus lives, they have been fascinating. Yesterday, we had one about resumes that you never know how a life is going to go. And David, you run incredible podcasts. And I had the fortune to be on as a guest. And you don't know how things are going to go when you are recording. And now when you're going live, it's extremely difficult. So the one from resumes yesterday was fantastic. Alejandro was very honest, was a very engaging presentation. You have politicians here, you have scientists, you have professors. We have all sorts of colleagues and friends and parents teaching us lessons. But the one that I learned the most was positive leadership. That was extraordinary. Gratitude, forgiveness, abundance, and faith. And how that, as a good leader, you move around those four pillars. So without further ado, I also want to say thank you to the team at JCT4Education. This crazy idea that I drew when I was walking, and this is when I look at the floor, I saw these little pieces of branches. And this one is an idea that is coming up soon. You will see it in the fall, this one. And this one, I say, I always want to connect my ideas with something. And I'm a very visual guy. I love colors, lots of colors when you are creating. But I want to say thank you to the whole team at JCT4Education. Our job, we are independent counselors, but this COVID-19 has requested our skills that we learn in college to be transformed. And that's what I did. When I came back, I called Ana G, our executive producer. I said, Ana G, we're running daily lives. And now we know it wasn't 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Our lives are going between 25 minutes to almost an hour. So that's the first thing. Ana G, thank you so much. Then I say, Ana G, we have to design beautiful com cards. You cannot say, I'm going live, and the person is David Hawkins, independent counselor, the university guy from the UK. So you have to involve graphics. With that, we had a team meeting. Maria Cristina, she synchronized all of our guests. She kept all the data together. Then we have Anna Bar. Anna Bar, we call her, with all the respect, our little nerd. She looked into every single detail, and she always mentioned, hey, I think this is not written well. I don't think this makes any sense. So Anna Bar, with her eagle eye, she was always editing, proofreading, and she was always telling us where to go with the information that we had. But last but not least, we have Christian Safi, our HR person, our counselor, but yet one of the most incredible, smartest person I met in technology. I say, Christian, we gotta digitalize our content. And how do we do it? So the first days we were learning about these things about lives and how to put it on YouTube. And now these little emojis, they come out and so forth. With Christian now, it used to take us hours or minutes to download a video. Now with Christian's help with technology, it takes us seconds to get a 45-minute live into a stream into YouTube. So Christian, thank you so much, man. I know this is a daily operation. So for those of you that are watching, it's not just smiling at a camera. This is the easy part, to smile and to ask the questions. But there is a lot of production. Let me tell you, every live that we produce, the 70 plus, is 4 hours. So you multiply that, that's a lot of hours of production. At night, we had to go and digitalize all the content, and Ajit will produce all the com cards a week in a schedule, so we can have all of our guests to proofread their own content, to train every single guest that never had a live, it was incredible. So at 9, you launch every campaign, and this is the content. So we started with a few, the viewership with a few. Right now, I'd say 7, but trust me, our videos are being watched everywhere. So we did a more aggressive campaign, and now the viewership, it goes between 12,000 to 17,000. Some weeks they were up to 17,000. This week we are up to 14,000. So that's one thing. Then we copy and paste our YouTube videos every day into LinkedIn. And I want to pause on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, for those of you watching, wow, has been an extraordinary tool, engaging professionals from all sectors. So for those of you that never use LinkedIn really well, this is the time to use it because we're engaging. Actually, I'm worried that today we're putting a pause on our conversations. And I'm like, what's going to happen to LinkedIn, where we have engaged hundreds and hundreds of people with our content. So here we have Brian is saying, Juan, have you ever had a negative event happening in your personal life? How do you learn to not impact your workplace? Any advice? Of course, you always have a negative moment in your life, and I'm running several of them. I talked to Bob Bureza 2 days ago. He's the director of guidance counseling at St. Andrew's School here in Boca Raton. And he said, when you're an independent counselor or counselor, you're going to make mistakes. The life career of a student is on our hands. And I will say 99% of the time, we do well. And 100% we mean really well, but we also make mistakes. So I will say that you have to just say sorry and apologize and just find solutions. I just don't stay still put and don't find solutions, but you just got to move forward. I led tours around the world where we made mistakes, a lot of mistakes, but you just learn from those mistakes and you move forward. When I work in admissions, of course, I made a lot of mistakes, but I always meant well. Transparency, honestly, that's how we rule. And Brian, I hope that I answered your question. With these lives, I was so scared because you don't never know who is watching. Hola, Caro. Hola, Kevin. Un saludo para ustedes. When you're running a live, anybody can jump in. I had controversial people coming into the show, and I'm like, oh gosh, here it is. Maybe somebody will ask a mean question. There was not a person, no one during these 70 plus lives that say something wrong, disrespectful, but yet I was prepared for that. I actually watched a live on how to handle rudeness, people that are not too kind on lives. You have to acknowledge them and say, hello, thank you for expressing your word. Thank you for expressing your meaning. I disagree with you 100%, but I want to thank you for showing up, and that's it. And if the person continues being a jerk and really disrespectful, what do? You remove it from the chat. So that's one of the things that I learned. But thankfully, I didn't run into any negative content during our lives. I prayed every day that I got into our life. I meditated. I wrote. I actually studied very hard about every single guest because I watch a lot of lives, and people say, "Oh, so what is your book about? When did you write that book? And where do you study? And what year?" So what I did, Brian, is actually I went into every single person's LinkedIn, Wikipedia, Facebook if they had, Instagram, and I wrote content. Then I wrote it myself several times, and I have it actually. What I'm saying right now, I have it in front of you on words, but I just don't look. It is for me a way of learning and being respectful to every single guest that we invited here. I screwed up a couple of times. Yesterday, I actually called my godchild, my grandson. So those are the beautiful things about lives. My English is second language, and Spanish my too, because I live in Colombia 19 years, and actually I live in the US 30 years. So when I go to Colombia, sometimes they say, "Where are you from?" When I'm here, "Where are you from?" So I have an accent, and my English might be okay, but I know I make a lot of grammatical mistakes, and that's okay. And I'm very proud, and I try really, really hard to speak the best I can. But that's part of my life, so I'm not gonna avoid that. Ed, thank you. You weren't here when I was talking. You win the prize of the most loyal viewer of conversations. And because of that, Anna G is sending you a present to your house in Winter Park, Orlando. Thank you so much, Ed. Having you almost every day on our conversations meant so much to all of us. So anyway, we learned a lot. It's time to say goodbye to season one. And Ajay was saying, "Oh, we're done." And I say, "No, we're not done. We're not going anywhere. This is season one." So for those of you that want to go back to those lives, remember they are housed on IGTV, and they are also housed on YouTube channel for you. Now it's time to say thank you, and enough of me talking. So I will ask my colleague Anna Barr to join. Anna, Anita, come on, show up. I want to see you here. Send me a request. Let's invite Anna Barr for a second. Let me see where she's at. Anna, Anita, where are you? Let me invite you over. Pa 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 pa. Anna and I, we've been working together for the last 15 years. 10 years at Lynn University and 5 years at JCT. Anita, hola.
Hola, hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien.
Eh,
And Juanca, I wanted to say thank you. When you first came up with this idea, I was like, but you know what? It's been great. And like you said, just being able to connect with everybody has been really, really nice. So even though we're all at home, working from home, it's been nice to, see everybody, listen to everybody, and trying to see what's going on, what's the future for all of us. And
th-
yeah,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Parcera. How's your family?
Everybody's doing good. Everybody's healthy. And I've been watching most of the lives. Other times I'm working with students. But my family's here, so I put it and I say, "Papi, papi, come check it out." So my dad, my mom, everybody has been. They don't have Instagram, but they see it through my account.
Anita, please send my regards to your children, to your husband, to your parents. I love you guys. You are the best.
Thank you, Juanca. You are the best. You are the best. And we're very lucky to have you as our leader, and always positive. I know Brian asked you how you do. I don't know how you do it, um, but you're amazing. And many times you tell me, Anna, let it go, stop thinking about that, move forward. And it's true. Yeah, sometimes we make mistakes, and you can only apologize and find a solution and keep going.
Thank you, Anita. Today, I was asked by one of our guests. She sent me a WhatsApp. I say, "Why do you keep saying move forward?" I said, "Because we have to move forward. We cannot stay in the past. We got to just move forward, and we got to embrace it." But Anna, it's been 15 years working with you. I don't know how you keep up with me because I'm full of ideas, and I'm always bringing new things. And you are such an amazing student. You are so focused on what you do. How do you do it?
Uh, I don't know. I'm a little nerd, like you said. I'm a little nerd, but yeah, you're always with ideas. So we always a little bit nervous with your ideas because what is Juanca thinking now? But it's always good ideas, and it proves that it's the right way to go. So your
So
idea is always
was
crazy.
it was it worth it to run conversations season one?
Yeah, a lot of work, but it's worth.
It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. Absolutely, Anna. I promise to be short. The whole team, all of us, we were nervous about running this live. Are you nervous right now?
Very nervous. This is my first live on Instagram.
Yeah, good, good. Go JCT, go Anna. Anna, so on a serious note, what's the future of education?
online. I really think it's online. We've been doing this academy with IE, the Global Academy, and it's amazing. For me, it's been amazing. And just being at that academy online, I really feel like I'm there. Even though it's online, I feel like I'm there in the classroom, connecting with, when we do the break rooms and you see everybody. I really think universities need to step up with online, and because the way it's going, I don't know. I know schools are saying 12 students today, 12 students tomorrow, cover your face, but I don't know. I think really universities need to work online, at least for now. And I don't know, once a vaccine comes out, or I don't know, maybe then things will go back. But right now, I really think online is the way to go.
Anna, and you are absolutely right. We both learned that 1.7 billion learners, from babies all the way up to grandmothers and 100-year-old people, are learning online. Right now, it's 17%, moving to 50% year 2025. So what you're saying is absolutely correct. So Ed, you're watching. You better tell us later on your updates how is Rollins doing on their online education. I'm sure they're fantastic. But Anna, I know 4th of July is tomorrow. I know I always call it the office. You always go to Deerfield Beach. I guess the beach will be closed tomorrow for 4th of July.
Yeah, it's closed today, tomorrow, Sunday. I don't know. It might be closed for a couple more days.
Okay.
Especially with Florida doing so good with the coronavirus. So we might not be going to the beach for a couple of days. But
Okay.
the right thing to do.
And for those of you watching, it's been like 100 and I don't know 11 days that we haven't seen each other. I've seen Anna on Zoom almost every day, WhatsApp and so forth, Anna. But thank you so much for your support, for your love, and right here we are. Somebody's mentioning here something, but anyway, thank you, Anita, for everything that you do.
Thank you. Gracias a
Okay. And now we invite Maria Cristina Roget. Maria. Maria Cristina, let's invite her over. Pa, 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 pa. She's super ready for this live, I tell you. She's Maria, hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo
Hi,
estás?
Juanca. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. It was just what, 30 minutes ago that we saw on
Like
Zoom?
15, yeah, more or
Okay.
less.
Well, Maria, I just want to acknowledge your work with this crazy idea conversations. We've known each other for how long? 20 years?
20 years. And I was really a little girl.
You were a little girl. Okay.
20 years, yes. 20
So,
good years. And you were actually the first guidance counselor I met when I started at Colegio Jorge Washington, yeah, in
what
2000.
20 years ago when I
Mm-hmm.
was working for Clark University now, and then you went to Paris, and here you are 2 years
Yes.
at JCT4Education.
Yes, very happy. And I want to congratulate you, Juanca, because you're very innovative and you always have good ideas and push us into our limits. Sometimes, yeah, we get nervous. We're a little bit conservative. I am conservative in many ways. So you're there always to push me and tell me, let's go for it. And I say, okay.
And 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 we have to say before we came on this live, I was nervous a little bit. Every time you do a live, you get a little bit nervous. I had three particular guests that I was super nervous. Uh, but you got me nervous today. I'm like, why? Why are you so nervous?
No, it's just being in the spot. Not my thing.
No, you're saying, but for those of you watching, it takes a team to run a 4 hour daily project. These conversations, they go for 45 minutes, and almost an hour. And Maria, what I love about you is that we're a team, but when you don't agree, you tell us, no, that's not. So I call you the compass, the non-filter, and you need that on a team.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we have a lot of ideas, but you get us from the sky. I say, okay, guys, let's go down to earth. And I want to tell you, thank you for being so brutally honest with us because we need people like you on the team. As that's part of
No,
of
no,
growing as
thank
a
you.
team.
Thank you for teaching me many things, and thank you to all the group. I really appreciate the work I do with you guys, and it's been amazing, a very amazing learning experience.
Maria, you are so strategic. You're also a very good student. I see the work that you do with the student and so forth. What's the future of education, Maria?
Well, education, like everything else, first we'll have to adapt, reinvent, and innovate. And I believe hybrid blended learning, it's going to be huge. Online courses, as Anna said, as Anita said, more online courses, K to 12, and in institutions, university institutions, colleges, more online courses, I believe, but hybrid blended learning.
And Maria, we went through a very quiet period for 45 days. Remember, it was super quiet. We were working with our own juniors, doing some placement. Now we've seen activity, rising seniors. They're more and more calling us to say, hey, I want to. When you're working with the students right now, are they asking you do they have any fears, or the parents?
They do. They do. They fear of not knowing. I think not being in control, not knowing what's coming next. And I had a meeting today with one of my students, and he just looked very, very upset because he was like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen this fall? So it's just, I tell them, just go day by day. This will pass, this will go away. But for now, you need to be patient. But yes, students, parents, they're anxious. They're anxious because this is unknown.
Okay. Well, thank you. I promise to be just few questions. I promise to be brief. And last but not least, and most important, how's your family?
Very well. Very well. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
They're all good. They're all safe, and we try to be at home for the most part. Yeah.
And today your son just finished the Rising Senior just finished his summer program. How was it?
It was good. He liked
Yeah.
it.
He liked it?
He was working. It was 4 hours every day, and it was a great program. Thank you for asking, Juanca, and thank you for your support.
No, thank you to your sons, to your husband, Aquileo. I know you're watching, Aquileo. Te quiero mucho, and I hope to see you very soon. Maria, thank you again.
Gracias, Juanca.
Gracias, un beso.
Un
Ahora
abrazo.
vámonos con
Bye.
Cristian. Vámonos con Cristian Safi. A ver si nos volteó la cámara. Aquí un segundito y invitamos a Cristian. Un segundo, Mr. Safi. He's coming up. Pa, 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 pa. Ed, thank you for watching, man. Luzma, te quiero mucho. Sara Serrano. Good. Doctor.
Hola, Juanca. How are you?
Good. How are you, doctor?
Good, good. How's everything going?
It's going really well. I'm so excited to actually finish season 1 of Conversations with the team, the production. And for those of you who don't know, Christian Safi, Christian just had his 8-year anniversary at JCT4Education. Congratulations, Christian. Christian is having some.
Thank you,
Doctor.
Juanca. I'm so happy and proud to be part of the team for all these 8 years. It's been an amazing adventure. Thank you.
Thank you. How is it to work with JCT4Education? There is no a day that is the same, huh?
There's no slow day. There's no same day. It's always different. We're always growing and changing, and that's one of the things that I really like. That it's we're always challenging ourselves to be better and help our families and students, which is that's super great.
I love your hat.
Thank you. I love yours. Likewise.
Here we have Carranza's Chris. Hi Juan and Chris. Which Carranza's Chris is? You recognize that one?
Yeah, Cristian is from El Salvador as well.
Okay.
Like
Carranza's Chris.
Somos tocayos.
Okay, Cristian,
Yeah.
un saludo para todos en El Salvador. Cristian, I mentioned it to you. You're so smart, man. You are an incredible smart person with a lot of your common sense is impeccable. How do you do it? Because when you work for a small organization, boutique organization, you have to wear a lot of hats. How do you move from one project to another project, and you have to have all of them move them all of them at the same time?
Juanca, I honestly don't think about it. I just do it. First of all, because I like helping. I know I'm a key person for the team, and I just need to be there for each and every one of you to make the team keep going and keep working. So it's not a matter of thinking. It's just a matter of just going and saying, like, I want to make sure that Juanca has what he needs, that Maria Cristina has what she needs, Ana the same thing, and I just love doing that. Yeah.
Christian, and I couldn't agree more with you. Without a team, there is no JCT for Education. There will be just a cold entity, but you're an integral part of the team like anyone else. But I always call JCT for Education a Swiss watch. It works almost perfect.
Exactly.
The time is perfect. The synchronization, the teamwork that we've been able to build in the last almost 9 years, and now 8 years, is phenomenal. For those of you watching, Christian is phenomenal with technology. He's always teaching us something with phone applications. So Christian is a treat, is an honor, is incredible working with a friend like you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Juanca. No, and likewise, I think that's something that defines us. Our team is just an amazing part, of what we do. And I feel like if we weren't all together, we couldn't do what we do the way we do it.
No, and it's based on trust, which is so beautiful. And nowadays that we've been like almost 120 days without seeing each other, it's all trust. And it works, and actually it's working really well. I know that everybody on our team is working more hours with this crazy idea of conversations. We added an extra 4 hours per day to our workload. But thank you for streaming. Thank you for digitalizing all the content. Thank you for converting everything into our YouTube channel. And I can't wait to see what else in the store for season 2.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And, here we are every day changing, becoming better persons, giving something better back.
And how is Rafa?
Rafa, he's okay. He just woke up a little while ago.
He's writing. You guys are awesome. I love to see you guys working together. It's always positive vibes. Rafa, you're part of the team, and without you guys, we couldn't done it. So, Christian, what's the future of education?
I will have to agree with Ana that it's been in transition for such a long time, but I feel like now is the time to know that there are no boundaries. You don't have to be anywhere if you want to get an education. Online, it's all about going online and just doing and getting over it with. It's super easy to study. It's more accessible now. I feel like after this whole pandemic, it's going to be more accessible than it used to be before.
And that's really good. And how has it been for you in terms of the quality of time now, more time for yourself?
It's been interesting. It's been interesting. I mean, I for sure miss the face-to-face interactions with my team and friends and stuff. But I think we've done a really good job. We've done a really great job with keeping and going. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna make sure we see the whole team soon. For those of you watching, we talk about having a barbecue, social distancing barbecue. I actually got my COVID-19. It came out negative. So I just got the results today. So,
nice.
So I'm waiting for the whole team to run their own test so we can all see.
I took mine last week. I'm still waiting on the results. I went to the drive-through thing to check them, and we'll see. We'll see how I should be getting them today or tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. Good. Luzma is asking a question. I'm going to ask this to you. Do you think education will be more accessible financial wise to everyone?
I think so.
I think so too.
Because there's going to be less operative costs for a school to run. Being in person and being there is one thing, but if it's online and if it's accessible, it's definitely going to be more like maybe cheaper for sure and more accessible. It's going to reach more corners around the world with people to be able to learn.
I think so too. And I see Rebecca just sign in. Hey, Rebecca, hello to you. We're just paying here our respects and saying thank you to the JCT4Education team for the extraordinary work they've done for season 1 of Conversations. Christian, what are you doing for 4th of July?
Hi, Juanca. This is a really weird weekend because I want to give a shout out to my mom. It's her birthday today, and I am heartbroken. I can't be with her today and celebrate because of whatever's going on. I don't want to, be the person that, gives her coronavirus or not. I don't know, but I'm gonna. I have honestly no plans, but I'm just gonna make sure that I'm gonna be there for her and talk to her a lot and try to be with her in the distance
I
as
know,
much as
and
possible.
a lot of us have gone through birthdays. I just had my birthday and I didn't see a lot of people. It was just through Zoom. So I guess welcome to this year's full of surprises. But no,
Exactly.
Christian, to Janira. Janira, parcera, feliz cumpleaños. Te queremos, Janira.
Sí,
And Doctor, thank you so much again for being a good friend, mentor, colleague. You are extraordinary, amazing. Thank you, and thank you for keeping up with me, man.
of course. No, all the time. I love it. I love it.
Okay, so it's
Thanks,
time right
Juanca.
now to invite Ana G. Christian, thank you so much.
Perfect. Abracito. Gracias, Juanca. Feliz fin de
Gracias.
semana y saludos a todos.
Chao, que estés bien. Gracias. Let's invite Ana G. And where is Ana G? Ana G, send me a request. Let's go. Let's go for that, Ana G. Ana G, I'm waiting for you to show up. Otherwise, I will invite you over. 1 second. Okay, you're coming up live. Last but not least, Ana G,
Hello.
how are you?
Good, and you?
Doing really well. Where are you from, my friend?
Where are you? I am from Medellin, Colombia.
Medellin, Colombia. And where do you live right now?
I'm in Miami. Brickell,
Okay.
actually.
In Brickell. Okay, so Maria Cristina said, yeah, Ana G, la
La
jefa.
jefa.
Yes, absolutely. So Ana G, you are the executive producer of Conversations. First of all, I want to say thank you. You did it. You run this
We
amazing
did it
show.
together.
We did it all together, but you kept up with me for 70 plus conversations, doing the artwork, design, social media. How was that experience? Tell us.
Oh my God. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience of hard work and dedication. But I think we did a great job. We learned, we worked together, we laughed, we cried. It was amazing. And I think we meet wonderful people. It was, but stay tuned for season 2.
Are you ready for season 2?
Yes, I'm ready. I need a break. 1
I
week
need
or
a,
2 weeks, maybe.
no, we all need a well-deserved break. We have from this break, we also have a full-time job. So I just want to say thank you. It's been transformational. Anaji, from this little piece of paper that I sent to you, you have created 70 plus shows, and they've been absolutely wonderful. I am so proud of you, and I want to thank you for your patience. We work long hours, long nights, going back and forth. WhatsApp is well edited. The picture, the color,
The
the
colors.
design. Oh
Yes,
my gosh, launching everything through social media. But it is like running an ultra marathon, as I told you.
that's true.
You have to be focused, you have to be disciplined, and you have to be consistent. And Anna G, I want to give you the medal right now. I should find a medal for you
I'm
and
going to
say you
cry,
won.
Juanca.
No, you won the gold medal because you kept up with this really rough training. I know, like I see Route 54, and you actually did all the 70 plus shows with love, dedication, with passion,
Thank you,
and
Juan.
enthusiasm. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for the words. I want to thank you all the team because everyone did a wonderful job. A wonderful, and they support me in everything.
It
That
is
was great.
what let's go and let's get the drama out. What was the most stressful part of this job, of this task?
Writing for me.
Writing. Okay.
Writing, because writing English is not my first language, so it's hard for me. but with the support of the team, they helped me, they suggest some changes, and it was great. I think we did a great job with
and
the
and
text.
and that's why we're a team. We have our strength, we have our weaknesses,
That's true.
and your designs. Every week you came out with a new design. I have been seeing com cards from a lot of lives, and you came out with different styles every week. I mean, you had like 12, I don't know how many, 16 weeks of different designs.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. How do you create content of changing designs every week?
I don't know. Maybe I love doing this, Juanca. So every night I think like in what I'm going to inspire, or always using the colors that we made for the brand for you conversation. So that makes it easier because I know what I have to use, and then I get creative at night.
I know, and to tell people, we had drama going on in the middle of one of our programs. Her computer just collapsed, and we have to rush a computer, a state-of-the-art computer, through Amazon. She got the computer, and it didn't work. It didn't work well, and her computer was.
It was so stressful.
It was really stressful. So you pull it up. We had a rough week that week. I remember it was very emotional, but we got a new computer. How's that new computer working for you?
The best thing ever happens during these times.
Okay. No, but and I am so very proud because when you work for a TV station, when you run a show, you create a media kit, and later on that show, we created a media kit to decrease the amount of phone calls
No,
to
and
our.
Juanca also, we have like many of our guests were the first time live in Instagram. So
Yes.
it was more difficult because we have to call them, explain them, or create also an account on Instagram. So we have
I
many
know,
things
and no,
running.
no, and this is really cool because you touch upon a good point.
Uh-huh.
We always want to be ahead of the curve. We always want to be the first ones. And when our guests that are Jorge Delgado just show up and he's putting a lot of hearts for Anaji,
Jorge,
even
I love
Jorge, Christian Safi, our head of technology, saying it was my first live as well. So we are creating history on those 70 plus conversations. Let's say like 95% were their first live. So here we are being innovators. We are ahead of the curve. And Anaji, I'm already thinking the next project, so don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm ready. We are ready.
And Anaji, what's the future of education for you?
Juanca, I think that the future of education is technology.
Okay.
I think technology is helping right now students, teachers, organizations. So I think technology is gonna be everything because I think it's changing learning method, and I think it's gonna be more accessible for many of us.
I
So I
absolutely.
think
So, yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, Anna Barr, who is in the trenches with the students, she just mentioned technology. Maria Cristina Roget, who is also working with the students, she mentions technology. Christian Safi, who works technology, he's actually saying, and now you're the fourth one. And I want to join this team because with the fifth element here, I will say, with all the interviews that we've done, everything that we've seen, we had the fresh information on our hands. Technology is the
That's
future of education. So I couldn't agree more with you. How is your family, your mom, after this extensive journey back to Colombia? How's she doing?
They are great, Juanca. Thank you for asking. They all live in Colombia, in Medellin. They are safe, thank God. But they are
Okay.
good. They are good.
And what are you doing for 4th of July? What is your weekend like?
Tomorrow I have a barbecue.
Oh, okay. Already. Well,
But don't worry, Juanca. Only we are gonna be four.
no worries. It's okay. We all gonna run COVID tests before we all meet, so don't worry about it. We should be all fine. But Christian Gaviria said, we miss you all. Love Medellin,
That's
El
my
Bustos.
sister, Juanca. That's my
Oh,
sister.
Cristina,
Cristina.
hola. ¿Cómo estás, Cristina? I love your girlfriend. I'm sorry,
Your
I love
sister.
your sister. See, when you're live, you say a lot of things. But I love your sister. I love your family. Cristina, thank you for watching. And Anna G is amazing. She created beautiful content. So thank you,
Well,
Anna G. Well-deserved time off from conversations.
yes,
And
that's
don't
true.
cry. Don't cry.
I'm so sad, but stay tuned for season 2 with
Stay,
Juanca.
stay tuned and start creating visuals for season 2, okay?
Yes, I need to rest my mind first and get ideas, new ideas.
Yeah, right now get the ideas, but rest. And from the bottom of my heart, and from this idea to your beautiful com cars, to all these scripts from everyone, thank you so much. I love you, Anaji. Be
No,
good.
thank you, Juanca. You're the best. You know,
Thank,
we love you. Thank you
thank
so much.
you. And it's time to say goodbye. So if you wanna leave the chat and let's do our final thoughts. Thank you,
Okay.
Anaji.
Bye bye. Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Bye bye. So everyone, here we are. Instagram gave us almost an hour, so I'm ready to say hasta la vista until season 2. I want to thank you all for watching, for welcoming us into your living room, into your, who knows where are you right now. But I want to say thank you so much for watching. We love you all. And here is Juan Catamayo, JCT4Education for you. Stay safe. And again, thank you all. Ed Bustos, thank you for being a loyal. Jorge Delgado, to everybody, thank you and see you soon. Love you all. Hasta luego.